First of all, Mike, the overall view, you see new highs by the end of the year. Is that right?
Yeah, it's really not that far away. And I think the market is just not seeing the forest from the trees. We're going to get a rate cut now, and then we'll have a new Fed chair in a few months.
Yeah.
So rates will be meaningfully lower by the end of the summer, a lot more than the market's predicting. We're only predicting two cuts by September of next year. I think that's probably more like four. And then, look, we have increasing liquidity, a growing economy, and earnings estimates that are low. Okay, since 2009, that combination has pointed to higher stock prices 100% of the time.
It sounds like you buy into this idea that we're going to see tomorrow a cut, a small cut, a quarter point cut, and then that cap on further cuts mentioned in the question and answer period afterward, right?
Yeah, look, that's what the market's predicting. We'll see what Jerome Powell does. You know, his
Yeah.
monetary policy is very much, it's political. It's which way the wind blows. It's not, and then
Yep.
you get all these economists that just back into whatever he says to
Exactly.
rationalize and justify it. I think it's a mess.
I do too. All right, let's take a look at some of your picks. Let's start with CoreWeave. Why are you big on CoreWeave?
Yeah, look, the demand for compute, so these data centers, the computer power that comes out of NVIDIA GPUs, Marvel, AMD, Broadcom, it's about to grow exponentially, and there's already a scarcity of resources right now. Okay, you have an argument, a bear argument on the street by a lot of equity investors about the debt that these data center companies are taking on, from Oracle all the way down to CoreWeave. Yet the
Yeah.
largest shareholder of CoreWeave is a debt investor. Okay, the largest, you have Boaz Weinstein, famous for being on the other side of the London whale trade. So you have very sophisticated debt investors
Okay.
going
All
long
right.
these names, whereas the bears are fretting about the debt
All
and
right.
their
I
equity
want to push you
investors.
along because we're running out of time. You have 10 seconds for Palantir. Go.
Yeah, it's the single greatest software company ever created.
All right, there you go. You did it. Wonderful stuff, Mike Lee. You always are a champion. Thank you very much.